Thanks for being with us. What a day for competition here on Easter Sunday. Getting through the elimination round for the men and the women, and now the men right back on call here for the round of 32, which will be in the overlapping format, 44-minute heats. The next heat will start at the halfway mark, and we'll get a lot of competition done here on Sunday. We'll keep you posted on Tyler's situation. She does look like she's stoked with the win, though. She had a 12.9 total. Tatiana moving on in second, losing Joanne DeFay. As things getting started here in the round of 32. World number 2 getting the opener. Chianca, big blast off the top. Even the fins flying out the back. Coils up for the solid cutback. Hard off the bottom. There's that vertical climb once again. And Chianca almost thought he was going to fling himself on his board. He was just pushing so hard to even attack the whitewater section. Chianca is so fired up. What a season it's been for the Brazilian. Coming into this event number 2 in the world, what a difference from the story from last year.
Actually getting the wins, and he's picked up an absolute gem here to start his heat off with Zeke Lau. Watch this thing, he just patiently waits and then starts to open up here. Joe, that first turn was just so dynamic. In waves of this size, really hard to add that little flare and tail release, but João, no problem. And gets the big foam hit right up and handles that last tricky little section just to show the judges that he was in control. Let's look at the slow-mo here. So what João does is hinges really well through the waist, and you can see there just so compressed as he comes down now. Just puts all the weight on the tail pad, re-engages the rail and the fins, gets right on that toe side as he drives through it, and then a great distribution of weight shifting from heel side to toe side. Again, gets that deep bottom turn and then springs out of the lip. Looks like the stance is just a fraction wider than normal, but sometimes we see this happen, you know. Surfers drop off, they really go back to the drawing board and figure out just how bad they want it, and they normally get back on straight away.
Scrapping into this one, the Hawaiian. A new father is setting up his first turn here on Easter Sunday. There's that whip, and he will end up incomplete. He was hoping to match Joao's energy to start. Chianca already has a 7.67.
Let's watch the replay here of Zeke. Wave looked good from the takeoff. Comes right up and gets a nice swooping turn off the first section, and then just unfortunately got a little unsteady.
That start she had at Winky Pop on the opening day of competition is one of the best we've seen out of her in a long time.
100%. It's the best form I've seen Sally in at least a season or two. She just really ripped into it and was in total tune with the waves.
Big blast right on the money for João Chianca. Set up.
And this was Yauchenko. Watch this first turn. Just attacking, getting a real good line through that pivot. A nice pivoting turn off the top, really aggressive, but unfortunately this wave didn't have anything on the inside.
Ezekiel Lau getting started, throws it in under the lip real quick. And now he'll just fade to the pocket. He's hoping for this wall to really show itself. It looks like it might do it now. Quick section coming at him, and awkwardly slips off his board.
Okay, so Zeke got a really nice turn off at the top. Almost a little shampoo as he rode out of that one. And then does some cutback work under the inside section.
If Pupo would have got the win, Owen Wright would have stayed on tour. Matty needed the win to keep his spot for the entire season, and it went down to the wire. Rolling in now, we've got Chianca on the move. Full rail cutback on that Channel Island surfboard. Beautiful cutback at the top of the wave. Just meets that whitewater again to keep that flow going down the line. Twist and wrap again off the top for João. And just continues to fade. Well-read wave. Didn't have a bowling lip section to work with for the first part, but he has an end section to attack.
But this section here, Just look at that composure. Great posture as he drives that outside arm right around. Now the body, upper body twists back around. The lower body follows. Even feeling the face of the wave with that inside hand.
Zeke Lau setting up a beautiful tight arc in the pocket. Lights up that to Coral on the end section. Cleanest combination for Lau so far on that two-turn combo.
Yeah, that was a much better wave for Zeke. That opening turn, beautiful. More as he does that cutback. Love this first turn from Zeke. Just laying down some real power into that turn. And gets to the finish as well. Great speed.
You can check out one-on-one with João Chumbinho on WorldSurfLeague.com as we watch him live going off the bottom. He saves that bottom turn to absolutely connect with a big closeout finish. João Chumbinho is having the time of his life from that really heavy push on that bottom turn, Rich.
Yeah, he actually nearly skipped out and did a really good job of just keeping the board engaged into the face, got him up to that final turn, and then have a look at that avalanche of whitewater just trying to chase him down. And
was able to go all the way and take in Rookie of the Year honors, which included a big final appearance in Saquarema on Joao's home turf. So two best friends in opposite heats, but that's got to feel great to share the ocean together. Chumbinho's going to fade. This wall might potentially grow for him. Right there, solid slashing move to get creative under the lip.
Just got a little bit hung up. Nonetheless, it was a good turn, but you can see here the option was to just throw that back arm into the lip of the wave, and that really allows you to stomp on the tail and just make a super acute direction change. And then he rides back out of it. It was a little clunky, but it was still there.
To really attack that section, the Hawaiian Zeke Lau, remember, needs a big result in a must-win situation here to stay on tour. Goes down the arc, big section, attacks it. The big man rides away. 6'2" on his bio on WorldSurfLeague.com. It says he weighs 202 pounds. That's like 92 kilos.
Solid.
It's a big man.
It's all muscle too.
You could just try to pick the eyes out of it. Laura, what'd you see here?
Yeah, a bit of froth on his face, so just having to really wait and see if this wave walled up, which it did, and this was Zeke's first big turn. Nice gaff there. And he goes up into the lip here. Love that. So kind of only really two, big turns there. So I think it'll come under the 7, but this will get him back into the heat for sure. Love that into the lip. Free fall down there, throwing buckets of spray. So just trying to muscle through that whitewash, and like you said, he's got a lot of muscle. He can do it.
The good news for Zeke, it's very consistent today. So Chumbinho's already using his priority on this wave, up and out. Zeke's wave before came in at a 6.93. Low score of a 5.83 as he's looking for a 6.02. Stepping into this one, we've got Zeke Lau through the foam. Swinging back towards the lip, big section. Can he ride away? Compresses well, and the fans really appreciate that effort. This is that wave you're talking about, Richie.
Yeah, just really foamy on the face, so everything is just hinging on this final turn, and it was more theater and dramatics than anything else.
Almost looked like that lip was trying to take him down, but he pushed through well. Chumbinho in the priority heat with Zeke now going. Real speedy through that wrapping turn off the top of that wave. And with the Red Bull skis on the assist, it allows you to really commit to that finish. Drills it. Great timing there for João. And he's got to get out of there quickly before he hits the beach. 90 seconds. João moves on to surf into the round of 16. And Zeke Lau will have all the pressure on his shoulders at Margaret River to try to survive the mid-season cut.